Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you brothers, you Akim, who go out throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth, and risking your lives to do so. I'm the brother Tawab Ash from the Great Millstone Northwest Camp. And I had a video that I wasn't sure about a couple of scriptures, so I went to the head of the camp, got some answers, and we good to go. So I took that one down, and I'm going to repost this one. So this is starting with Baruch chapter 2. Therefore the Lord hath made good his word, and he always makes good his word, right? His word goeth not back unto him void. So if he says something, he commands something, it's going to happen. Which he pronounced against us, and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Judah and Israel and Judah, so the northern and southern kingdom, to bring us great plagues such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses. Right, so in the law of Moses, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 on, gets into the plagues and the curses that we would be under for our disobedience, which we know we're under because the scripture says that we went off, right? And there had to be a falling away first before we can come back to the Lord, right? And he commanded great plagues as such as never been seen on this planet. And he did that right here in the Assyrian captivity. He did that when they pillaged Jerusalem in 70 AD, and he's going to do it again when he destroys Babylon the Great, which is America, right? And this is talking to Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. If you haven't heard, you make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Verse 4, or verse 3, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter. Right? So right now, like, everybody has liberty to gad abroad, right? Scriptures say while you yet had liberty, you should have came into this truth. So right now is a good time to come into this truth and stop doing what you're doing. Give up the world and gain Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the kingdom, right? And you have all this liberty to go to the club, get you a nice drink, go to a fancy restaurant, get you a 4-course meal for, $200, you know what I'm saying, and live in your mirth. But soon to come is a time of destruction, and you ain't going to be able to go city to city. You're going to desire to go into a city, and you ain't going to be able to. Thus saith the Bible, right? The time of Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, right? The hour of temptation, the RFID microchips coming, right? These concentration camps, right? All of these things are coming. Civil unrest. And Jake ain't ready for that. Right? So it's talking about there's going to be a starvation in this land. And it's already begun. If you don't realize that, you're a fool. You think they're making GMO food for fun? I mean, Esau does that. But I'm saying they're making GMO foods because there ain't enough food to go around. And they're finding new ways to keep the crops, growing and plentiful. So they have to genetically modify the damn food. Or they got to use damn Monsanto to keep the crops from being eaten up, right? And, just like I said, there's not going to be another time after it that's like this. That happened once, and it's going to happen again. Or it happened twice, and it's going to happen again. All right, so this is a precept to that, right? Because this is a literal thing where you ain't going to have no food, and you're going to start looking at your children like, damn, man, we need a meal. We can make more children later. Right? And this is 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 28. And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son, and did eat him, and I said unto her the next day, give thy son, that we may eat him. And she had hid her son, right? So these things really happened. They happened in 70 AD, happened during the Assyrian and Babylonian captivities of the northern and southern kingdoms. They starved us out. And what you think they're going to do now? They already about to cut food stamps from these damn N-dubs and these 2/3 niggas. So then what? Then what you going to do? Right? You ain't getting your government assistance. You ain't getting your, you can't go to the, you can't trade your food stamps so you can get in the club. You can't trade your food stamps for a bottle or a sack. You're going to be strung out here looking crazy. You ain't worked in 30 years. You don't know how to keep a job. Your funky ass attitude ain't going to get you no job any damn way. Right? So they're already cutting food stamps and food supplies, and it's only going to get worse. Right? You go into these stores and you see fully stocked shelves. Right? It only takes 3 days for that to, they stock those stores for 3 days worth of product. So in 3 days, after everybody done got theirs, then what? You're gonna be like Venezuela. People eating out of garbage cans, eating roaches, eating rats, eating cats, whatever you can find to eat. But the Lord said he's gonna protect his. He says, they shall be hungry, but you shall, eat. They shall be athirst, but you shall have plenty to drink. Roughly paraphrasing. And shall laugh at their calamity. So not only is he going to bless his elect, the 144,000, 12,000 from each tribe of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. Not only is he going to bless his, but man, he going to make sure that they eating while the rest are cursed. While 2/3 of our nation are going to be under heavy plagues for their disobedience and their wickedness, 1/3 is going to be sitting nice. And that's why we're working hard in this day and age, in this time, while we yet have liberty. We're working hard to study to show ourselves approved, that we may be a part of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's, that we may, that we are able to endure, so that we have stability in the times of trouble that are coming. Right, because the times that are coming ain't no joke. And we just pray that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai take care of us. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, is to make it on a chariot and be delivered out of this destruction that's coming to this place. And be able to watch this place be destroyed, because we desire to see America destroyed, man. This is the place of our bondage, the place of our genocide, the place of our captivity, man. This ain't no the American dream ain't for us. It ain't for Jake. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to get into those scriptures, man. I was reading in the second chapter. Let me go back to Baruch, see if I can find some more heat. But those were the main two scriptures, because there's a famine coming to this land, and there's more plagues coming to this land, and because of Israel's disobedience, you're going to have to deal with that. Verse 5, thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against Yahweh our power and have not been obedient in his voice. Right? So we were supposed to be obedient to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We're supposed to listen to his commandments that Moses gave to the best of our ability. Now for the things that we cannot do, that's the grace and mercy. But for the things that you can do, not shaving your head, bald, not edging up your beard, not sleeping with another man's woman, not being a false witness, not coveting what your brother or your neighbor has. You know what I'm saying? Those are all things that you can control. Not being a homosexual, those are things you can control out of the law. For the things that you can't, like putting to death somebody for sleeping with your woman, or just seeing a homosexual and putting them to death, you can't do that in this society. You're going to get thrown under the jail. So that's where grace and mercy comes in, because we've been commanded to do those things. But we'd be fools to be trying to carry out those acts in this society, a society that promotes those things. Verse 6, to the Lord our power, Yahweh our power, appertaineth righteousness, but unto us and our fathers open shame, as appeareth this day. And we have that open shame, man. If you're not ashamed of the nation of Israel when you turn on black, almost called it Black Lives Matter, World Star Hip Hop, and YouTube, and you watch our people in the conditions that they're in, and it don't vex your spirit or make you upset, you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not ashamed. Come on. Now, we're not ashamed of this word and this truth and our brothers, but we're ashamed of these damn 2/3 niggas. Verse 7. For all these plagues are come upon us, which Yahweh hath pronounced against us. Yet we have not prayed before Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that we might turn every one from the imagination of his wicked heart. And that's all that he asked, man. That you get out of your own way and follow him. Yahushai is the way, walk ye in it. That way that he is the example. Here's your example on how to please the Lord. You want to please Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai? Here's how you do it. All right, we're grateful for this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So that in this, these coming plagues that we're dealing with now and the ones to come that have been prescribed by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that we're on the right-hand side of that. And that we ain't got to taste that. You know, we want to be a part of those ones that don't taste death and be delivered. Or become martyrs for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua's sake. Those should be the only options going through your mind. You know, giving up on this thing, that's not an option. That's not an option at all. You know, so with that, I just wanted to hit that Baruch chapter 2, as well as I found that precept. And I just wanted to bring it out, man, and just remind, you know, people that might be listening and learning of the things that are coming. This ain't no joke. This ain't gonna be no walk in the park. Through much tribulation shall we enter the kingdom of heaven. Shalom.